Now, I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time, but better late than never, I guess. Anyway, the Guardian website, for those who don't know, is basically the critical theorist Marxist lion's den. By this I mean that every article on the comment is free, whereby you can comment on journalist articles, is feminist perspective. The feminist articles are some of the most misandry you can find. If you spot the context of the articles, e.g. replace women with men, then you can see the hate spilling quite clearly. For instance, there is an article, admittedly somewhat old, that has the title, Men Are the Problem. Replace men with women or Jews. Yeah, you want to get away with that. The Guardian also likes to report things as fact when in reality they are not. For instance, the pay gap myth, which was debunked in the 70s by Thomas Sowell and was recently debunked by Warren Fowler in 2005. Anyway, Barbara Ellen is one of those closet misandrists. She recently devoted an article on how men should keep their legs closed on the train. Apparently she got paid to write that. In this article she wrote this: I'm not sure about that, nor about another poster's suggestion to castrate him. A tad extreme perhaps. Really? That got published? I know it's meant to be humorous, but it's morbid and it just doesn't do her image any better. I mean, she gets called a misandrist in her comment section, so why have that? Why have that when people already suspect? Anyway, the controversy she got into was when she made an article which debunked, in theory, misandry. She says that she never met a woman that hasn't had the chilling aura against men. Wasn't there protests in the 70s which had the slogans, all men are rapists? No, never mind. She moaned that the term misandry is now everywhere. Quote, just about anyone can be called a misandrist. It's not even special anymore. End quote. Of course, the Guardian has no problem spewing out the term misogynist left, right and centre. However, and actually I quote, it will always be small fry compared to misogyny. It will never make it into the big leagues. It's not just that misandry hasn't got the numbers, it also hasn't got the rage. End quote. Instead, women just get, and I quote, pissed off. So, any violence by men against women will undoubtedly be misogyny, and any violence by women against men will undoubtedly be justified under Ellen's point of view. Now, if that pisses you off, then this isn't actually what she got in trouble for. What she got in trouble for was this quote. Only last week, a study from the University of Florida said that men are far more likely to secretly want their wives or girlfriends to fail, to be less successful than they are, because it boosts their own sense of self-worth. End quote. Here's the thing though, it's wrong. Whilst it's true according to the study that men felt deflated in self-esteem, there was no evidence or conclusion from that study that men wanted their partner to fail. Of course she was called out on her bullshit. Some man on the Guardian website had to do an article on the perils of misleading research to basically save face for her. Turned out she didn't read the study, she just copied the false conclusion from another website, I think The Telegraph, which, would you know, was written by a woman. I'm starting to notice the pattern here. This save face had comments from users rightly criticising Ellen, and how did the Guardian website respond? They closed down comments after just 9 and censored the top comment. By the way, the Guardian loves to censor. So why do I bring this up? Well, the irony is, in her bid to deny misandry, she has actually shown that what a misandrist she is, and how misandric the media actually is. She didn't check the validity of her resources, not out of incompetence, but out of hatred. She saw the conclusion that men are evil scum, and she thought, that sounds about right. At no point in her thought process did she give men a benefit of the doubt. She acted on stereotypes, sexism. The fact that her and the female originator of the report on the study both spewed this crap out shows just how little regard they have for men. You are guilty, even when innocent. Ellen and other feminists want to be the judge, the jury, and executioner. They want to define what concepts like misandry and misogyny mean, was it my imagination when the whole audience of a crowd with Sharon Osbourne as an anchor, and with the women all laughing at a man who was abused by his wife and mutilated for asking for divorce? Was that just my imagination? All those women laughing, all of them. Isn't that misandry? Is that evidence of misandry? What is it? That doesn't count, apparently. Anyway, they want to stereotype a minority, and yes, we men are a minority. We consist, I think, of something like 49% of the population, in some areas even less. And they want to get away with this, stereotyping, this hatred, through the use of their bullshit studies and their definitions. In doing so, they can discredit any suffering that men go through, and continue the narrative of men evil, women saints, privileged versus prejudiced against. Thanks for listening.